try this. So we are going to make what they call hobo foils or hobo packets. There's multiple different names for them online. All right, so we are going to use 1 pound of ground venison. Now that all the vegetables are cut up, we got some yellow potatoes, we have some red potatoes. So we're just going to take these patties and put them on top of the pile of vegetables. The vegetable is your base for cooking, and the juices from the patty are going to go down. Alright guys, this is going to be our first rendition of a camp hack. So this is how to prep for camping. We've never tried this before, so I have no idea how it comes out. If you're seeing it, that means it came out well, but we've never tried this. So we are going to make what they call hobo foils or hobo packets. There's multiple different names for them online, but essentially it's cutting up a bunch of vegetables, adding all the kind of seasoning that you like, and ground beef, and wrapping it in foil, and then you can bring it camping with you and throw it in an oven. You can throw it on an open flame, you can throw it on a grill, you can pretty much cook it any way you want. So this is our rendition of hobo foils. All right, we'll see how we do. All right, so we are going to use 1 pound of ground venison. Most of the recipes online or on YouTube, they used 80-20 ground beef. That is store-bought meat. This was harvested by myself, and I know there are no hormones or steroids or anything in it. So it's a better meat for you, but you can do it with whatever meat you choose as long as it's ground up. Essentially hamburger type meat. This one's venison, that's what we're gonna use. Okay, so we've added our ground venison to a bowl, and we are gonna pick out some spices and herbs and things we wanna use for that. All right, first spice up is onion powder. We have 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Add that in there. Onion powder. And next up is going to be a teaspoon of garlic powder. And for anybody wondering where I got this marvelous little piece of pottery from, my daughter Lily made it at a pottery class, and it's awesome. All right. And next up is going to be a tablespoon, or just shy of a tablespoon of camp mix. Camp mix, and that's a bunch of, that's like salt, pepper. It has some celery salt in it, white pepper, black pepper, salt, garlic, onion powder, all that stuff. So it has a little bit of what we've already added, but just not as much. It's mostly salt and pepper. And that's what we're going to use for spices in our hamburger, and we're going to mix that all up. All right, so we get it all mixed up. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make, I don't know, maybe we'll make 4 equal patties, so we have 4 hobo meals. So just divide it into 4 equal piles of meat and make little patties out of it. All right, so we have our 4 equal balls of meat. We're going to squish them into patties, and next up is going to be the vegetables of your choice. So we'll show you what we chose. We're going to get them all cut up first, and then we'll come back to you. Alright, now that all the vegetables are cut up, we got some yellow potatoes, we have some red potatoes. One thing I've never seen done in this recipe is Brussels sprouts, but these are tiny baby little Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts, so we're going to try and add that in there for our own twist on this meal. We got some carrot chips, peppers, onions, shiitake mushrooms, and portobello mushrooms. Alright, we're going to see, this is our version of the hobo foils, and we'll see how they come out. Definitely a different mix of vegetables than you normally see. All right, so we have a good mix of vegetables, and next up we are going to add some olive oil. I could measure it, but who wants to do that? We'll just add a good amount in there. Make sure everything gets covered. Next up, we're going to add some Italian seasoning. Again, you want to flavor everything from your meat to, it's a hobo foil packet, so you want everything to be flavorful and full of taste. So we're going to put a bunch of that on there. I'll add some more after I mix it around, and some salt and some pepper. And again, it calls all the recipes I've seen, they call for measurements, but who wants to do that? Who's got time for that? All right, and we're gonna mix this up and add some more flavor. All right, we get that good mixed up, and we almost forgot to add the main ingredient, some minced garlic. We'll do one of those. No, we'll do two. Garlic's good. Everybody likes garlic. All right, so salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, and minced garlic. And we're gonna mix it all up. All right, we have our vegetables all mixed up with seasoning and olive oil. You can see specks all over every single vegetable, which means the Italian seasoning and the black pepper have been spread properly. Next up, we are going to use our aluminum foil, hence the name HOBO Foils. And we're gonna put 4 decent sized pieces out here, and we're gonna spread the vegetables, put a patty on top of them, and wrap them. Stand by. All right, so we have 4 pieces of foil spread out, and we're going to evenly spread our vegetables, placing them in the middle here. And again, I'm probably gonna have a lot of extra leftovers, but I can use that for another meal, just grilling on the grill. So we'll get that spread out, and then we're gonna add our patties to the top. And I haven't figured out yet if I wanna put another layer on top so I can flip these halfway, or just do the vegetable base and then the patty on top. And we're using venison instead of ground beef, so it's a leaner meat, so it's gonna take less time to cook. All right. Okay, so we have our vegetables. I decided to use it all. Who knows if it'll be a mistake, but we'll find out at the end. But we have our, the oven's preheated. And again, if you want to get ahead of yourself, make sure you preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And for ground beef, it calls for 30 minutes, but for venison, probably closer to 20 to 25. All right, we got our vegetables evenly spread. We got our patties prepped. So we're just going to take these patties and put them on top of the pile of vegetables. The vegetable is your base for cooking, and the juices from the patty are going to go down to the vegetables as well. So spread that out nice and easy. And it's looking good already to me. Not even cooked yet. All right, and we're going to wrap these up. Probably the hardest part of this whole entire prep is wrapping the tin foil around this stuff. So all right, that's how we're going to do it, and we're going to wrap these up. Alright, so now you have your hobo foils all prepped for camp, so you can throw them in your camper refrigerator, your cooler, however you transport your cold goods. You can make as many as you want, as many different recipes, but that is a prepped camping meal, and you can cook it if your camper is equipped with an oven. You can cook it 400 degrees, 30 minutes if you're using ground beef, probably a little less if you're using venison or something else that's more lean. Or you can throw it on a camp grill. Make sure you maintain a heat of 400 degrees. You can even cook it over an open fire. You just have to keep checking it. But if you decide you want to flip these things, you're going to have to double wrap them so all the juices don't leak out. These ones are not going to be flipped. I decided I'm just going to cook them just like that for 25 minutes in an oven at 400 degrees, and let's see how they come out. All right, that is hobo foil prep and a great camp meal. Hopefully, we'll see. our foil packets are done. We did pull them out at the 20-minute mark, and that wasn't enough, so we wrapped them with foil, a second piece of foil, flipped them over so the juices could drown down through the meat. And let's see what our final product is. Oh, the vegetables look good. Look at all the steam coming out of there. Oh yeah. Alright, so there is the hobo foil. Sorry, the battery died while I was opening it up. But that looks, you can see the juices squirting out of there. Oh yeah, that's done. Vegetables are all nice and steamed with seasoning. Alright, and we're going to give that a try. Looks good. Alright, so there is the final product. You can eat it right out of foil, or you can serve it on a plate. All the vegetables are cooked nice and juicy, and we're going to try the meat, the ground venison. Alright, we're going to try it. There it is, hobo foil. Easy camp prep and good meal. Thanks for watching.